Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Osil, and today we're going to do another update on my No Pans Left Behind project pan or project. It may seem like I just uploaded an update video, which I did, but that was filmed a while back, so it is, for me, it's time to change things up a little bit again. So first off, this is the colors or shades I worked with last time, and I am so happy working with all of these eyeshadows. They were so much fun to play with, and I really enjoyed the eyeshadow looks that came from it. So first off, we have Evergreen from the Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. Such a beautiful shade, but I will say it's my least favorite shade because it was a little bit hard to work with. I had to use my finger. Using an eyeshadow brush just didn't apply enough pigmentation. It's a sort of a creamier formula, so once I understood how to work with it, it was a lot easier, and it is beautiful on the eyes. I really love the color shade, but again, it's a little bit difficult to work with, so that's why I placed it as least favorite, and I did use this 4 times. Then we have Marlin from the same palette. I used this 5 times. This is a beautiful minty green shade, and I absolutely loved this shade, even though it wasn't as pigmented as I expected, I guess. I really liked it. This was beautiful as a lid shade, while the Evergreen shade I used more. I did try to use it as a liner. It worked as a liner, and then I also used my finger to kind of deepen up the outer part of my lid. But the Evergreen shade doesn't really work as a blending shade or transitional shade or even really a lid shade. In my opinion, it's very hard to make it work like that because of the formula. Then from the Colourpop Stone Cold Fox palette, we have Gravity Hill. I used this 6 times. And this is such a beautiful, warm, matte mauve shade that I really enjoyed using, mostly as a crease shade, but also to apply all over the lid as an all over eyeshadow look. Yeah, I really enjoy this shade. Then we have Spawn from Lethal Cosmetics. I used this 8 times. This is a beautiful matte, a little bit darker orange coppery shade that is pretty similar to my favorite one that I'm going to talk about in a second, but it is a little bit darker than that one. I really did enjoy this shade as well. Then we have, again, from Lethal, Symbiosis. This one I used 5 times. And this beautiful goldeny bronze shade, which I do kind of feel is more golden than bronze, but anyways, I've grown to really enjoy this shade. It is, I feel like, even though it's not exactly the kind of gold shade I was hoping it was, because I was more looking for a more true gold, either a true gold or like antique gold, but this is more bronzy gold. But I've come to find that I do really enjoy that sort of undertone of a gold as well, so I really like this one. And lastly, we have Steam from Lethal, which I've used 10 times, and this is my favorite, mainly because it really does something to my eye color. It really brings out the blue in my eyes. It has so much orange, red, yellow tones to it that's really what you need in an eyeshadow to enhance those blue eyes if you have those. So yeah, you can use this on your own. I use this all the time, like for everything, as a one and done all over eyeshadow, or in the crease, to blend out, to deepen the shade, because it even though it's pretty light, it is also more medium deep shade, at least for me with my pale skin. So this was very enjoyable, very pigmented. All the Lethal Cosmetics eyeshadows, especially the matte ones, I really enjoy so far. They are very pigmented and nice and beautiful to blend and all that. So very happy. Looking back at all the eyeshadow looks that I did with this last customized eyeshadow palette, I really enjoyed all of these eyeshadow looks. Mixing green and bronzy, coppery, orangey shade with that specific sort of sagey green is just perfection, I feel. So this time around, working with more warmer, bronzier shades and greens, I was craving more taupey looks this time around, and I know I picked a very monochromatic look or eyeshadows this time around, but it really is what I wanted to try out. So I've picked most of my taupes, and then a pinky shade and a lavender shade. So we're gonna go through it. I used all of them today. So I started out with Quarry Days, which is a warm matte light taupe shade, and I used that in the crease. Then I moved on to Bouldtype, which is a neutral matte medium plummy taupe. These are all from the Stone Cold Fox palette so far, if I didn't say. I used that in the crease and on my lower lash line. Then I deepened the look with Obsidian, which is a warm matte dark burgundy brown shade. I applied Sediment to be in the outer half part of my eyelid. This is a warm frosty light bronzy taupe shade. Then I applied Babydoll, which is a light warm metallic taupe. Then I did try to apply Synth with a smaller brush, just like as a topper almost. I didn't feel like that worked at all, so I went in with my finger and just went all over the lid, as you might see later on. And Synth is a warm, light, metallic, lilac-y, minty duochrome with specks of gold and blue. And lastly, I applied Earthshine in the inner part of my eyes. And Earthshine is a Colourpop single, and this is a metallic pinky lavender shade. Alright, so that is my new eyeshadow palette that I'm going to work with. 7 shades this time. Really happy with this palette. Probably boring for some people, but I think it's going to be perfect for me for a few days moving forward. I'll do an update fairly soon probably. So this is my finished look. I ended up a little bit more lavender than I planned, but that's okay. I do love lavender, as you might know. And then for those of you who are wondering, I have number 7 skin tint as a base in dusk pink or dust pink. And then on top of that, I have the Romantic Rose Blush from Milani. And yeah, that is my look. And this is my update. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!